Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? We are live. We are playing poker and we are live. $40 tournament tonight. Let's see what we can do, man. Let's see what we can do. We've had a good run lately. We've won 2 out of the last 3, and we were in the running on possibly so we've won 2 of the last 4, and those other 2 that we did not win, we were down right. I think we bubbled both of them, but having a good run. Both the 2 wins were big pots, big entries, bounty tournament, and $100 freeze out. Yeah, man, we're pumped. We're pumped for sure. I got some coffee. We've already been playing for 30 minutes. Nothing crazy's happened. Nothing has been missed yet. But good stuff. Beds made back there. Well, yeah, we came out fighting today. We came out ready to take on the world. So stick with me, and let's see if we can get the job done. All right. Yeesh. That's all I can say about that. Yeesh. Check in an unraised pot. Awful, man. Awful. Dan salty. George. Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Just some early chicanery. We're 40 minutes in and there's already 6 eliminations. Not even a bounty tournament. Everyone's just in the mood to some Memorial Day barbecuing and gambling and getting the money in the middle, I guess. Someone remind me I gotta go check the mail during the break. Or at least check for my Amazon delivery that came in. Some chicanery going down here. Some chicanery. Some people have some potato salad on the. Some people have potato salad on Memorial Day, and suddenly they're getting all out of line with some crazy betting. Doesn't worry us too much. We don't have anything yet to get involved in any kind of back and forth anyway. We'll fold this. So, like, generally speaking, Dan clearly was ahead, and Dan wants that call every day of the week and 2 times on Sunday by Sook. But, like, it's so early. Like, there's no reason to even have your stack in any kind of sense of risk whatsoever. When you back, like when you back people into impulsive calls, there's times where that 10, 12, 15% is going to do you dirty. People are terrible at poker. As far as I'm concerned, there's basically zero reason to get into any kind of high variance, like call, shove early in the tournament. None. Especially if you're better. Especially if you're a better player than most folks, or you consider yourself one of the best players in a tournament. I mean, there's no reason to just get into these weird, crazy hands. We'll raise this up. We're gonna go 185 here to open. We have a 4 flush in a non-scary board. We're going to check raise here. Actually, no, we're not going to. We're not going to check raise here. We're just going to lead normally. And we're going to call this. We have the flush draw and an over. And our over gets there, so we take it down. I think either way we're getting it in there. Like, Villain doesn't have a terribly big stack. We definitely want to have a hand that we like. I think the only thing we don't like about that one is we didn't take the initiative. Like I said, the check raise probably would have been better, but I don't know. I think we're all getting it in there. At least stack sizing wise, not. We lose, we're not crippled. We win, we get, we stack up to a respectable amount. So, not the best, not the worst there. I don't know. I don't even know what the numbers were after we got it all in. It's probably like 55, 45 or something. But yeah, like I said, probably either way. If I can't lay that down if I'm leading out, and check raise probably would have given better equity, but I don't know. Shrug. That whole table was just nonsense. So. Nonsense, I tell you. Oh, excuse me. set on the turn. All right, pocket threes. We're gonna Jason's in here. We're just gonna go out. We're gonna go with a standard open. If Jason shoves, we examine what we got going on. We get there's a call. Neil makes this nubby 3-bet. Definitely good enough there to set mine here. We're gonna call. Oh, that 4 looked like a 3 for like a second. Yeah, we're folding this. We're gonna pretend like we're thinking about it for a second, though.
The story you were about to hear.
Or folding. Fold.
Only the names have been changed.
There's a call.
Only the names have been changed.
Leads out with another nubby bet. So many nubby bets. It's a little mini. Very weird. Then there's a call, okay. Very odd. Queen King suited, we're gonna fold to Bobby's under the gun open. I was on the edge of, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do anyway with it, so him leading made the decision easy.
Only the names have been changed. Only the names have been changed.
Let's see, we're four-handed in this pot. There's a pot-sized bet.
Only the names.
All right, we are on break here. And like I mentioned, need to go check the mail really quick, or check to get my Amazon package. So I will be back in a little bit. I'll leave the music on for your enjoyment. Alright, so my Amazon package was not there as expected, so hopefully I get a notification soon that says like it's in the Amazon hub. Lame. Okay. Let's skip to the next one. This is kind of lulling me to sleep here. So we have sixes in the, it's a 4x raise. We can defend / set mine here. It's perfectly fine. We'll check it back. Easy fold here. Alright, I got sevens in the small blind. We're gonna complete. And we flop a gut shot. And second pair here. This is good, so we're gonna want to lead this out. We get a call. Our hand improves a little bit. We are going to keep on firing a little bit here. We are going to check back. Rip eights. So be it. So be it. We're gonna fold our ace jack here. So at the moment, I'm not paying a ton of attention to what's going on at the table. At this point in time, I'm messing around with some other stuff. I play an online horse racing game. It's like a online horse sim, and trying to get my horses entered. Nine king, we're gonna fold it. Oh man, where's my hype train tonight at? Everyone's out. We passed out from barbecuing today. We had a big old crowd. Big old crowd yesterday while we were streaming. Ace 4 versus Ace 5. Wow. The 5 plays. That's rough, man. That is so rough. Alright, we got kings. Let's see if we can get involved in a big old hand with kings. Alright, so Roland bets it up. We're gonna put in a raise here. Let's see what's good sizing here. We'll make it 900 even. And the flop is 2-3-3 rainbow. I think if I check raise him, it's probably better. I mean, if he has aces, well, fuck my life. That's the way that goes. So check raise was good there. So what it allowed us to do was actually snap off an extra 600 because just like Roland says, he missed. So we check, he leads out, and again, what that does is it's a very simple move. So basically, the dynamics of that, I could easily lead. But I'm not worried about anything. It's a 2-3-3 flop, you know. If he's definitely not going to show up there with like, I mean, maybe he shows up with like 2s or 3s, but very, very, you know, very doubtful. It's much more likely he has like 10s or jacks. But the thing is, if he has those hands, he's definitely going to lead those or be still interested in them. So the thing is, if I lead there and he has nothing, you know, it really depends on the player. Like maybe Scott, which is what's his name? I got something or other. Or Taylor at this table. I'm just thinking about the people I have like orange rings around. So like Taylor's capable of, if I lead there, him 3-betting me, which is how I would get more money in that pot. But Roland's not really, he's not an active he's not nearly as much of a 3-better in situations like that. So so if I lead, it'll really just more often than not get him to fold. But with checking, I force impetus on him. So what he will do is, since I'm trying to get all the money in, ace 3 suited, we're going to call here. We can raise, but I'm really not interested in pumping up the pot much more than it is already. And we managed to win the button anyway. Alright, so small blind min raises anyway, so we're going to get some pot. We're going to get the pot increase that we want, and we have position. So anyway, back to that hand. So rolling, you know, so it's very player dependent on how you, easy fold here, with how you progress there. So if I think it's someone that's capable of looking me up on a 3-bet, I can lead there, and then the player 3-bets me, and then I shove, and they would probably fold. But in that situation, so I raised pre-flop. Clearly, I was interested. Now, if once I check, since I'm technically out of position, if I still have a good spot because I can check to roll in, and it forces him to name a proper price, and the pot's already big, so he's going to want to take a stab to do it. But if he doesn't size his bet properly, it becomes an issue. Like, so it's 1900, and he made a good bet size there. Like 600 is a good feeler. Maybe a little bit more, like 700 or 800 would, it kind of gives me less odds in case I have something like ace king, and I'm trying to look it up or something. But the sizing was fine there. So, but by checking, I force impetus. It's like, hey, listen, if you want to take this pot down with a C bet of some type, you're gonna have to size it properly. Because you don't size it properly, then I can get much more in chips with this check raise I'm about to pull off. So if he doesn't, so a lot of players, they don't know what the sizing. They don't necessarily know the sizing they should do on a C bet like that. So they'll end up going like, okay, well, there's like I think there's like 1,980 bucks in the pot or something. There's almost 2,000. So let's just say 2,000. So there's 2,000 in the pot. They're like, I want a C bet to take this down. So, and I want to make the other person fold. So let's bet 1,400. Wrong move. I come over the top. You lose the hand, and basically, I get a ton more chips in. And sometimes you even feel like compelled to end up, calling on the end on that. You make the wrong sizing. So if it's 2,000, you make it 1,400. Next thing you know, you have like 1,500 or 1,600 behind. I say, okay, I'm going to go all in. You don't know what you want to do. You already have a bunch of money in the middle. Your bad sizing on your C bet has made you think that you're committed to putting the money in the pot, and you're going to end up having to. And a lot of times you end up putting money in the pot and calling when I go all in, because you feel like you have nothing but you have no other options available. So that's kind of the danger. Like, if you don't size your betting right, you end up putting yourself in these terrible situations where you're not sure what to do, and sometimes you end up just calling because you feel committed. And calling calling on the flop when you're way behind like that is not the type of spots you want to put yourself in. So just kind of some analysis there. If you want to make your bet sizing, you want to understand it well enough so that you're prepared properly for the next step. And if you don't size it right, you're going to just end up in bad spots. Like the optimum bet size is the bet that gets the point across for the minimum amount of money. What exactly that is? Well, I mean, it depends on the situation. But don't think just adding money to your bet necessarily adds more pressure or adds more, increases the desire of the opponent to fold. Oftentimes that's not necessarily how it works. All right, unraised pot. We got 8-jack suited. We're gonna see a flop. We flop second pair. It's all diamonds. Bobby checks. We're gonna check. We're really not interested in playing this one out if anyone shows aggression. Honestly, I'm not particularly interested in playing out if someone doesn't show aggression. So we'll check it back. Maybe someone's interested in trying to take it down. It's not a ton of chips. It's not. There's a ton of people still left in the pot. It's not one of these where you want to go wildly stabbing into the pot with, just for the sake of trying to take it down. All right, so we are going to we're gonna wait a second, and then we're gonna check this. 9 doesn't really do much. It mildly connects the board. If someone was floating around with 10 king, there's a straight. If someone was floating around with 8-10, my jack's gonna take it down, which is good. Again, just because you get like a little snippet doesn't necessarily mean you have to just suddenly gotta take the pot down. There's 4 people in, 4 people, 2 of them have decent stacks. That's one of those, you're like, hey, you're not really protecting anything there because you don't have much to protect. We're gonna fold this. So, you wouldn't put your, you wouldn't put a platinum, you wouldn't put your bowling balls in a platinum case. There's no reason to protect your shit like that if it's not worth that much. So we're increasing the chip stacks little by little. Nothing too crazy, nothing too exciting. I mean, it's more exciting. The vacuum outside the door is more exciting than the play at the moment. Alright, ace-5 offsuit. If it gets folded around to us, we may get open up, but we're going to fold this. Oh, man. Woo, okay. Oh, man. Whew. Whew. Brutal. That's a terrible run out for the 8-9. Brutally terrible run out. Ah. What are you doing, Petrie? What are you doing? So when I went to check the mailbox, it was a beautiful night outside. Made me want to actually walk outside and go for a walk and not coop myself up here and play some poker. But you know what? I'm a man of the people. I stream for you guys. Feel blessed. And you return the favor by showing the love, man. Showing the love. I appreciate it. Y'all are part of this connection. This crazy connection we have here. This creepy connection we have here. Sticks with roll call the roll-ins all in. Couldn't be bothered to press the all in for the final 3 chips. Couldn't do that. I don't know how some people expect people to find the fold button when they can't, you know, move the bar all the way up to like all in. They know the call button. That's it. That's it. Oh no, but this is okay because we may be bearing witness to like the biggest, craziest comeback ever. Sticks has 3 chips to start the hand. I'm just gonna call this 200. If Sticks comes back and wins the tournament, that would be crazy. Our 3s don't flop much of anything. We're gonna fold here. I really want to see Sticks win this hand and make a comeback. A comeback from 3 chips is one for the record books, I'll tell you. I did come back from like 300 or 400 in chips, but literally like three chips. That's tough bananas there, man. Not going to be this time because Neil has a nut flush. So there goes that one. 6-9 seated. We're going to fold. We are down to 15 players. Let's see who's in here. Yeah, Bud's still in. Alright, I get kings again. This is nice, man. This is good stuff. Alright, now part 1 is getting the good hand. Part 2 is winning money with said good hand. Alright, this is an easy jam for us. I mean, 7. So there's a little over 3x raise, which makes sense because there's a call, so you had to make it a little higher than standard. That's a bet. That's a raise. We ISO jam here, which makes our jam look really, which makes our range look a little weaker than it is. So we may get a call here from Taylor, even with something that's not aces or AK, but like queens. And of course we got the cooler. Had to happen sometime. We do not spike a king, so we could not. We were due for the old house cooler there, but nothing you can do about that one. He's probably surprised to see I had kings there. Because it was definitely a good jamming spot for a lot of different hands, even as wide as maybe like 10s, even wider than that, maybe like 9s. But like ace queen, maybe even like ace jack suited. Anyway, yeah, it just sucks. So, all right, we are out of the tournament. We did not have. Again, that's the reason you want to chip up, so you can try to stay in tournaments when you take hits like that. But we ran into a bigger stack who had us covered. So that'll be all for tonight. Let me update before I forget. 14th of 25. Here. 525. 14th of 25. $40. Okay. Alright, we'll go there. And we're going to go ahead and we are going to stop streaming now. May fire up a horse betting stream, possibly. But what I'm going to do is I'll think about it. Maybe I'll turn in. Maybe I didn't really sleep last night. I was playing games on the computer. But we'll wrap it up. So we're gonna go closing remarks here. Let me mute the music. That's it for tonight. We went just an hour and 30 minutes. Our longevity is in question after that one. Tomorrow is usually PLO. We may have more. We may have more in the way of content, poker-wise, coming soon. I bit the fucking bullet and I downloaded LD Player so I can play Poker Bros on my computer, on my PC. So we may do that soon at some point, and maybe sometime this week. But I will keep you in tune, and I will certainly make an announcement as the stream, as I get further details on how to on my first tournament or tournaments on Poker Bros. So that's it for tonight. Much appreciated. I'm going to leave you parting. Bobby's all in. Let's see if he gets called. Roland and Bobby are all in. They both have top 2. Bobby has a backdoor flush, and they both have a boat. Now they both have all sets of it. All the jacks and queens are out there. It's a conspiracy. Every single jack and queen was face up there. So after the parting shot, you get a little bit of funny, interesting happenings. But all right, we're ending it now, and we may or may not fire up a horse betting stream. Our horse betting has just been absolutely fucking miserable. So we've been off. Good thing the poker's been good. Yeah, stay tuned. We'll definitely be streaming tomorrow, likely the Potland Mohawk joint. But stay tuned. Stay if you're watching this and you haven't followed yet, hit the follow button, hit the heart. Any all follows are much appreciated, and all viewers are much appreciated. All chatters are very much appreciated as well. So hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend and good Memorial Day Monday. I bid you good night, and I will talk to you later.